Hello everyone, my name's Luke Acree. Welcome to Above the Noise. Guys, today we're starting a series on sales and marketing emails, and I still believe emailing is a super effective way and efficient way to reach a prospect, but some stats that you should be aware of is there's literally an estimated 205 billion emails sent a day. That breaks down to 2.4 million emails a second, and I read that the average office worker is receiving 121 emails a day. So it's no joke, it's going to be super difficult to cut through all that noise, all the emails they're receiving, to try to get some of your prospects' attention. So what I want to do is I want to give you guys 3 overarching principles, and I want you to look at the emails you're sending and see, do your emails apply these principles? So let's dive right in. The first one is, keep your emails short and simple. Gone are the days where people want to read 2 paragraphs in an email. In fact, I barely want to read a couple sentences. I tell my sales guys a good benchmark is 10 lines or fewer. Keep your emails super short. Not only do you want them to be short, you want to look at what you're presenting to that prospect, and is it simple to understand? Write your email as if you're writing it to an 8th grader. You're literally going to have 5 seconds of attention from that prospect. Are they going to understand what you're pitching to them in that 5 seconds? Keep your emails short, but keep them simple to understand. Second point, focus on your subject line in your first sentence. I'm going to use the 80-20 rule here, that overused business rule, but I think it's a good point to make. Literally 80% of your time should be focused on crafting a great subject line in a great first sentence. You literally will have 1 out of 3 people determine whether or not they open your email on the subject line alone. Now, I'm going to link in the description below to an article I wrote on crafting a great subject line, so you have that. But a tip I'll give you is wherever you can, personalize the subject line in the first sentence. You can literally boost your open rate by 22%. Don't be a generic salesperson introducing yourself in the first sentence saying, "Hi, my name is Luke Acree, president of ReminderMedia." No one cares. Focus on who you're sending to. Maybe you're sending an email to me and you noticed I just wrote a blog about cold calling. Say, "Hey Luke, I just checked out your blog on cold calling. I thought the points you made in X, Y, and Z were great." I like to hear about myself. I don't want to hear about you. So focus on crafting a personalized subject line and first sentence wherever you can. Now, the third and final point I'll make is make sure you only have 1 call to action in your email. I think this is where salespeople get the most tripped up because we get over anxious, I guess, and put everything into our emails that we can fit in, and we end up confusing our prospect. You want to make it super simple for your prospect to know what the next steps are. If you want them to call you back, make sure that's just the call to action. Maybe it's checking out a landing page. Make sure you have just 1 call to action in every email that you send. So there you have it. Look at the emails you're sending today, guys, and look and make sure, are they short? Is it simple and easy to understand? And then are you spending the majority of your time crafting a great subject line and first sentence? And then last but not least, do you have just 1 call to action in your email? Take action on this today.